What's up, y'all? So I am going to show you how to put a wig behind your hairline. This is super important for the girls that might want to have a little bit more flexibility, versatility in their wigs. And honestly, the closure wigs that we make, really any wig can be placed behind the hairline. It's not a thing to like do it behind the hairline. It's up to you. So I got my hair braided a certain way so that I could place this behind my hairline. But typically I don't wear no hair out. So I'm gonna take just about a ½ inch of hair off of each side. And we're gonna do a side part. This is braided like this down the middle. If I wanted to, I could put U-part wig. The way that you have your hair braided matters, because you could do different styles, but really I just did this so that I could show y'all how to do. All right, so I just finished taking out this much hair. Look at my leave out, y'all. Wow, look at that. Okay, so I'm placing this wig behind the hairline. So all I'm doing right here is just going, like I said, about 1 centimeter across the entire hairline. You always want to make sure when you get in a wig that you intend to put behind the hairline that the wig fits. I always preach that because you're kind of adjusting it about 1/2 centimeter when you put it behind the hairline, which is going to cause it to have a little bit more space in the back. I made this wig so that I can put it behind my hairline, and I'm supposed to make another wig to do a U-part wig, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that. Not today anyway. I'll put this would be my U-part area if I was going to go that route. But right now, we just doing behind the hairline. I made this wig with a 5x5 closure, but really it could be made without a closure at all. It could be made with a 2x6, 4x4, however which way I want to do it. So let me grab the wig. So this is the actual unit. Like I told you, I made it with a 5x5 closure. I have it parted on the left side right now. This could be kind of flipped over as well instead of just a full part. This wig has 3 bundles in it, and I washed it and curled it last night. I will put a cap on the back part. You don't have to wear a cap, but I do want to put a cap to protect these braids underneath. So I'm putting the cap right at the hairline, like right at the beginning of where the other braids start. And then also covering all the braids in the back. Now, I'm gonna just put the wig on like I would normally. And then I'm gonna make sure that my real hair is still out from the front. Not underneath the wig. And then I'm gonna kind of like pull the lace all the way to the top where you can see my actual scalp. Now, this part can get a little tricky, but I'm basically gonna cut the extra lace. So when you receive any of our wigs, it's always gonna have the lace still on it. So we're gonna cut that off. I'm gonna take some shears and all of this extra lace that doesn't have hair on it. We're just going to cut it off. So I'm gonna try to show it as much as possible on camera. I'm gonna cut down the middle, and then I'm gonna cut. Try not to cut any of the hair. Just going straight across across the hairline. same thing on the other side. Now this wig is parted on my left side, so I'm gonna try to line up the wig with the part. So y'all see, this is where it's parted. This is the lace. This is my scalp. So I'm going to now make sure the wig is still on and pulled up all the way on the other side. You see that a little bit? It can be pulled up. You see on this side, the wig is secure and on my head. My ears. Now we have this situation. All right, now all I'm gonna do is flat iron my real hair. This is why it looks so natural and seamless, because it's gonna be a wig, but really your edges is out. The only thing I'm gonna say is, you see how long my hair is in the front? It's because I don't do this style a lot, right? When you go and you flat iron your edges 100,000 times, it's gonna have some damage. It don't matter what you do. My hair still is curly, just as curly as the back as it is in the front, and vice versa. So a lot of the times, if I'm wearing a wig, I'm going all the way with the wig. I don't do halfway. But I do think that this is a cute style if you are not a fan of full glued down or glueless wigs without any hair out. Y'all see already starting to look even more natural. We also can put a little comb right here to come under, but that's another thing I don't really like. I don't really like combs. I don't really like combs in my wigs, on my hair, pulling my hair, pulling my scalp. It's just not for me. But some people want that extra security, and we give it to them. So you can see right here, I'm just trying to part exactly where my part is going to be. Use a little bit of edge stick to try to help you blend this part in. This is like a bed head stick. I can link it below. Still getting my part together. Y'all can see it's already there. This cap is sliding back so you can kind of see it. I'm gonna pull it back up, son. The cap helps to give it a little more of a scalp illusion. Y'all see? But I'm about to fix it. This is my Anastasia contour powder kit. I like to use, you can tell which ones I like to use. This neutral one, this one just broke, but this is a neutral one. I'll try to get that too. I'm painting it right on the hairline. Right on the part, where the part meets my actual real hair. Right down the middle. You're gonna see it's disappearing. It's gone. You can stop right there, or you can add a little bit of dark. This is a new product I'm testing out. This is a root touch-up. And you can root it right at the root to create a hairline on the wig and your hair that join together. You just root it. Does that make sense? Just root it right there. Take some of my hairspray. This is Kenra's number 9 Design Flow. And all I'm gonna do now is curl my hair. I use this 2-inch barrel from T3 to put the curls in. And my leave out is very long. Even my edges is long. So when I cut these layers, I try to cut them long so they'll blend in with the layers already there. You could even hit it like this, then bring it forward. Yeah. It's like you want the hairline look, but you don't have to depend on the hair to make it do that. But all them little quick weave styles that y'all be seeing with the bobs and all that, those are so cute. But a lot of times I can't get it because my real hair, I would have to cut my real hair to make it work. And I'm not doing it. I did too much to get to where I'm at. So we're gonna hit it on this side now. All I'm doing is joining my real hair with the wig hair. And this is a 20-inch wig. And this wig can be worn above the hairline or behind. It doesn't have to be one or the other. So if you change your mind, you can say, girl, I don't want no leave out. Just braid your hair back down, put your cap on, and it won't affect this wig. Now, if you go putting combs in it and all that, of course you have to adjust that. But for the most part, if you decide that you want to change it back to a full wig, you can. And my hair hasn't been jet blacked in a long time. So typically I like to wear my hair jet black. My wigs jet black. But I purposely didn't put this one jet black so that it could try to blend in with this hair. But it's still looking a little darker. I don't know. It has had color on it before, so it probably do got a little color on it. So yeah.
How we end up in the backseat, just trying to get to the bag. We on the same page, you the same way. Only keep your family around me. So let me know what it's gonna be. I don't plan on getting no sleep. While we doing our thing, moving too fast. Candy paint with the windows all black, seats creme brulee. What they gon' say? With the top down, screaming money in it.